Hey friends, it's me, Nat, and today I'm going to be doing a face paint tutorial for the character of Persephone, specifically from the webtoon Lore Olympus. I've been reading it for a long time, I really love it, and I've cosplayed Persephone before. I love her character and it's super fun to get into her, and so I wanted to make a video showing it. I also wanted to make this video because I really want to do a two-part face paint series? Is it a series if it's only two? Anyway, my plan is to do a first video, which will be this one. It is a tutorial, so I will be talking about what I'm doing and explaining it as I go, but I'm not going to go super in-depth on how I'm doing every single step of the face paint. I'm mostly just gonna show the process of getting it all together. And then my plan is to make a second video where I answer any questions that you guys might have about face paint in specific or makeup related to face paint. If you'd like me to go in depth about any part of it, whether it be the specific application, what paints I use, why I've chosen those paints, if there's any techniques that you'd like to see, like say a gradient of colors, anything that I can share with you guys, I'd really love to. I've gotten a lot of comments on previous face paint cosplays before, so I'll definitely be answering questions that I've already gotten. Again, I'm not a professional by any means, but I have done it a bit and I've learned quite a bit from doing it. So that is my plan. I hope that that makes sense. Please comment down below, and I will also be having an Instagram question answering thing. If you would like to ask any questions on there, you can do that as well. But those are the two places I will be looking for answering questions. I will probably make the video within 2 weeks. I'll give it 2 weeks to get any questions. Also feel free to ask more than one. Anyway, that is my plan. Without any further ado, let's just get into the Persephone makeup. Okay, so first I changed into the outfit that I would be wearing. Then I moisturized my face and my neck where I'm going to be painting. This is the paint that I use. It's Graftobian, and the color I'm using here is Tickled Pink. It has kind of a chalky texture when it's dry, and you just use water to activate it. I use a beauty blender and I get it wet and then squeeze out the extra water just so that it's damp. I then dip the end in water and basically use it like a paintbrush. The goal is to get it on as fast as possible before it dries, so it's all one coat. It is water activated, so once it's set, if you get water on it again, it just shifts around the paint. So I'm just trying to do it as fast as possible in one coat. I first try to cover the whole area, and then I use stippling motions to blend it in. Once your camera no longer recognizes you as a human being, you know you are looking good. Face paint is really a trust the process kind of thing, so let's move on. Next is probably the most important step, and that is contour. I personally use this pink blush kit because it totally matches this face paint. But yeah, so when I first started doing face paint cosplays, I didn't even consider this step or really worry about it, but then I realized how important it was. Without it, your face looks really flat and especially scary in pictures, but when you do this, it really makes it look like your actual skin and just way nicer. So what I'm doing is using the darker shade and adding it anywhere my face has natural shadows. I do an extra bit of contour, for example, my cheekbones aren't that deep, but yeah, anywhere that there's natural shadow in your face, that's where you're going to want to add it. Now I'm going to use this light pink shimmery shade to add my highlights. I'll be adding these to the high points of my face, such as my nose, forehead, cheeks, and chin. And with that, the basic contour is done. It just adds a lot of life back into your face and makes it look less flat. And now that the paint on my neck is dry, I can move my sleeves back up, and it looks fully pink. Now onto her eyeshadow. I just do a general glam look for her, so first I'm filling in the outer corner, inner crease, and underneath of my eye with the same dark pink shade that I used for the contour. Next, I used this loose pink shimmery eyeshadow to put mainly on my lids, though I also moved the glitter out to the rest of the eyeshadow as well, just because I think it looks really pretty. I'm then going to go in with this super light pink highlighter. I put that specifically on the very middle of my lids, then in the inner corner and also under my eyebrow, basically wherever you'd normally add highlight to an eyeshadow look. And with that, the base is done. My camera actually cut out the beginning of me filling in her eyebrows, but I will do my best to explain it. I use black eyeshadow very lightly, and I slowly fill in the shape of my eyebrows, making it darker and darker as I go, since messing up is not really an option with face paint. And once I'm happy with it, I darken it up using more and more eyeshadow, and then finally eyeliner, just to make it super, super dark. To finish off the eyebrows, I top them off with some mascara. I be careful not to get it too clumpy, and if I do, I just use a clean spoolie to get off any of the extra clumps. And we are looking a little less scary, but let's keep going and add some eyeliner. I just do a basic winged liner look for this. I end up actually making it a bit thicker, and I make sure to bring it all the way into my inner corner since I'm planning on adding lashes and don't want any bare lash line. And speaking of lashes, mine are super blonde, so let's fill it in with some mascara just so that they don't stand out super much when I add my false eyelashes. Looking good. Alright, and on to the falsies. I actually use two stacked on top of each other just to be extra dramatic. And I personally just apply them with my fingers and the use of a tweezer if I need it for the inner corner. I finish up my mascara by adding it to the top and bottom lashes. Then I use my jumbo white pencil to fill in my waterline. I just think that this makes your eyes a little bit bigger and a little more cartoony, which I think is great for this look. As for blush, we're totally pink, so we don't really need it. Now on to the lips. First I rip off a piece of paper towel and I get it wet, and I use it to carefully wipe off the body paint that's on my lips. This gives us a clean base to work with. I can then apply lip balm and then choose my lipstick. I went with a dark pink that matched the eyeshadow, and then I used the beauty blender with a little bit of face paint on it just to go around my lips and clean it up a bit. And with that, the base makeup is done! Ready to add our wig. I just remove my headband and get my wig cap on. Sometimes when I do face paint, I just put the wig cap on to start, and that's what I use to keep my hair back. Just always an option, though you always risk getting face paint on your wig cap. As for my wig, this was a white lace front wig that I dyed myself using Rit Dye More, just to try to get it to match the face paint as best as I could. I then put it on. It has 3 clips that I can use to secure it. And yes, it is in desperate need of styling, but I didn't want to do that before this video, so that is my excuse. Time for my accessories. I actually have earrings for this too, but I could not find them before the shoot. But as for this crown, I just made it myself. I have a little tutorial on my Instagram, and with that, we are done with the look! I hope that this was helpful or fun to watch or inspired you to create something yourself or try out this look or any other costume look soon. Yeah, if by any chance you use this to do your own Persephone makeup, please tag me on Instagram. If you make anything or are inspired by anything from any of the videos I make, please tag me. I'd love to see it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. It's 50 degrees out. Now into the woods.